Hello and welcome to Minecraft Levitated. Now we are standing in the little area that we had dug out to start our mana generation, and between episodes things have changed. We tore down our little temporary base, we tore down our mana generation right here. You know, this area was getting a little crammed, this house was getting crammed, and I finally decided to build a little bit of a base. So we've basically moved everything out of these two locations, and I tore this down because I needed the blocks, and we have since built a base. Now, I think this thing looks amazing. I was going to go with some different blocks, but everything that I tested out didn't really fit in the end. Kind of stuck out. Anyway, it looked weird, so we've since changed it up, and there's a few things like this right here. I need to carry all the way up and get rid of that end-stone block there, probably here as well, but I think this is looking rather well. Now, one thing that we did do also was take a look in our video settings, because somebody mentioned how dark these clips were, and that's because of this right here. My brightness setting was set all the way onto moody, so we have since moved that, and now hopefully this will be a little brighter for you guys going forward. Now, there is a neat mod in this pack called Chisel, and this guy right here is very, very simple to make. It is just a diamond and a stick. There is another one here that you can make with an iron ingot, and the very neat thing about this mod is you can put blocks in here. You simply open this up by right-clicking, and you can pick different blocks that you want to use. So you can choose this block or some other one. Some of these have connected textures like these guys right here. The mosaic, as well as this is the same mosaic block as this, just expanded out. I think it looks really, really cool. We can do the same thing with endstone, if it'll go in there. This is how we got our dented blocks, and this is how you can get regular endstone bricks. It's how we also got the wide bricks that we're using, and I think it all looks pretty good. If you're a builder and like the building side of Minecraft, this is the mod for you. Now, I think if you come up and you left-click on these blocks, it will change the texture of these blocks, and you can cycle through all of them to kind of see which ones that you may like or may use. And now we got to go all the way to the one that we want. Layers, mosaic, ornate, panel. As you can see, most of these, it's all the same stuff. Zag, circular, Celtic, trodden bricks, cuts, bricks. These are endstone bricks, small bricks. I don't know if we're actually going to get what... There it is. There's the endstone brick. So you can run through every single section, and this just gives you a wider variety to build, you know, an epic base like this. Now, another thing that we crafted off camera that I found was these guys right here, these mineral torches. We have one left over after everything, and these are mineral berries with sticks, and you get 4 of them at a time. They're just like normal torches, but I think they look a lot better than torches. There's no fire particle effect, and we were running out of these ender rods, so I think it's just a cleaner look. Now, we have 3 wings to the base right now. We have the center section, and this is where our day-to-day crafting is going to take place. We have some of our Tinker's Construct stuff set up here. We have our main crafting table. We have a furnace. And there's going to be some other things that I put in here for day-to-day stuff. Central between the Botania room, the machine room, and what is going to be our storage. So if we go over here into the machine room, you can see that we have a 3x3 block of coke bricks, which is actually our next advancement. I can't speak. I've recorded this entry clip like 4 times now. I apologize. I got a fly buzzing around bugging me. Anyway, we need to make a coke oven so we can start producing charcoal. And we've been working on these coke bricks for a while. They're just some clay, some smelted clay, and some sandstone. You get 3 at a time, so we needed to make 9 crafts of this. This is basically a lot of sand and some mana. So to form the coke oven, what we need is this engineer's hammer, and it's pretty easy to make. It's just some sticks, 2 pieces of iron, and a string. This is from Immersive Engineering, and if we right-click the center of this, we now have a coke oven. And the cool thing about the coke oven is this is where you can place your logs, and very, very slowly, if you look up in the upper left-hand corner, it will start producing charcoal. Now, a byproduct of logs being turned into charcoal, we are going to create a fluid called creosote oil. And we have crafted up a portable tank. This is some glass, some copper, and then this redstone servo, which is just some redstone and iron. Very easy to craft up. And we are going to put this in here to collect this creosote oil. So we can place it right up here in the little blue slot. And this thing holds 20 buckets, 20,000 millibuckets of fluid. And that will allow us to keep smelting up charcoal. I'm going to get a couple portable tanks worth of creosote oil. And then eventually void it out. So if we look up, just looking how to spell it, creosote oil. The uses for this are not very many. We have some stuff from immersive engineering that we can craft it with, but the main smelts. Oh, we can use it for smelting. I didn't know that. Can use it in a survivalist generator. All of that stuff. I guess we'll just look up the treated planks, because these we're going to need for immersive engineering quite a bit. And this is just any oak planks or any wood planks surrounded by creosote will make the treated wood planks. We're not going to get into immersive engineering today, but I wanted to get this thing started up, get some creosote oil going. We are going to need quite a bit of charcoal in the future. Now, I think we're going to end up putting another coke oven over here. We're going to have a blast furnace in here, some other smaller machines, and eventually we will dig out a basement to this so that we can have larger multi-block machines from immersive engineering. Over here on the right-hand side, we have our Botania set up. We are generating mana. We have our Pure Daisy set up, our runic altar. And I did automate this so that we're having wood fed into the system. There is a bonsai pot down below with a chest on it, and we are using these transfer nodes to move the items. It's just some stone, some redstone, a chest, and these transfer pipes. These transfer pipes are just stone slabs, glass, and redstone. You get 64 out of them at a time. Very, very easy to craft. And then I made a couple of filters, which is just string, sticks, and redstone. That way we can pump all of the items out into a trash can. And then the oak logs are getting pulled up into this analog crafter. This analog crafter is taking the logs, crafting them into planks, and then pumping them up into these hoppers. Now, the reason we're doing that is because the wormwood, if we look at the logs, under uses, press U, it smelts 1.5 items. If we look at the wormwood planks, it also smelts 1.5 items. So this smelt time is basically the mana that will be produced by the endoflames. So we can quadruple our wood mana production by crafting this into planks. So that's what we've done here. And we're going to need quite a bit of mana later on, hopefully in today's episode. So hopefully these things will get going. We did put our alchemy catalyst underneath this mana pool, and eventually we will have our conjuration catalyst in here at some point. We also have the clay conia. This needs to be near mana to transform sand into clay. And this room is already filling up, but this is the Botania room. Now, our last little room over here is our storage room, or what is going to be our storage room. And this place is absolutely a mess at the moment. We did set down all of our chest for our mineral wood. We've got our chorus fruit that we started to grow in a bonsai pot. We have our sugar cane that we started to grow in a bonsai pot. We have all of our different treasures in this chest. We have our Botania stuff here. And we were able to transport all of these chests fairly easy using these guys right here, these iron transport or chest transporters. So if we look up chest transporter, there are many different kinds you can craft up. There's wood, there's iron, there's gold, there's diamond, there's copper. You get the picture. And basically this is the different durabilities in which you guys can transport items. If you use this one right here that's just made out of sticks, I believe this is kind of a one-time use. You pick up the chest, you put it down, and everything is done. I wanted to be able to pick up a chest and then place it back down. Now you guys can see we have a debuff of slow moving. We have mining fatigue, hunger, slowness 3, and the debuff never goes away as long as you're holding a chest inside this transporter. Now the neat thing that you can do is you can actually take and put this inside your shulker box and those debuffs will go away. So that's what I did. I put all of these chests in here and then we walked away over to our base, and then I set these down and kind of picked through them to make sure that I put these all back where they went. So we have our wisdom wood and all of that kind of stuff set up. Now, I want to organize this room. I want to make it look a lot nicer, and what we are going to do is we are going to use a mod called Storage Drawers. We used this in Sky Factory 4, but we're going to do something different today. Now, normal storage drawers require planks and a chest. And if you see, we have oak, we have spruce, we have birch, we have jungle, we have acacia, and we have dark oak. There is no wormwood. We can use the wormwood chest, but we cannot use the wormwood planks. So we're going to have to go a little bit further and make these guys right here, these frame drawers. These are simply sticks and a chest. And I also want to make these 2x2 drawers, which are 4 chests, sticks, and again, planks. So, let me get some stuff. We've got some sticks here. We're going to need some wood. Might as well grab a bunch, and we're going to go ahead and grab a stack of logs. We're going to run over here. Now, something really neat about modded is we can take the logs like this, and you can see, bam, we just crafted up a half stack of chests, no problem. So let's craft 1 frame drawer. Let's craft 1 after we get a log, or a plank. Let's craft 1 of these 2x2 drawers, or 4 of them I should say. And what we're going to need is this framing table, which is simply made by trim. Trim is just planks and sticks, so we're going to need a little bit more of this. Why not? That's enough there. And let's see. Here it is. I guess we can do this like this. Place these outside like that, and then we will kind of do one of these. We only need 2 sets of the trim because they're crafted in 4 selections. And let's get all this back into our inventory, and let's, bam, make a framing table. So this is one of the things that we're going to add here in the workshop area, and I want to move this to a little more centrally located on the wall. Perfect. And this is a very interesting thing here. So you can put your frame drawer in, and if you put in a block, basically it changes the drawer to match the block. And as you can see, we have 3 different sides, or 3 different slots to put blocks in. So if we put these panels on the front, only the front is the panel. If we use the purple here, you can see that we've changed the trim. Now I want to grab a little bit different block because I think I want to use the dent that we have in the floor, and I'm looking for something a little crazy for the trim. So this would be the trim here. Yeah, I like that. And then I want this to kind of be the front. So it looks like it's kind of indented. And then we are going to grab our instone and grab regular instone bricks and put those in there. And this is basically what our drawer would look like. And I think this is going to match our base a lot better. We've got the darker purple, the different colors here, and we have all of the different things that we need. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to need some more purple blocks, but let's go ahead and slap this bad boy down, which is going to go right here. Now, what I'm going to use these drawers for is things that we're getting a lot of, such as endstone. We have a ton of endstone inside this chest, and we can come over here, place the endstone in, and now this thing, if we shift, is holding 1 stack of 64. We can hold a stack limit of 32, and that is 2,048 items. So we can come and just grab a bunch of this endstone, and then we can double right click, and now it's all out of our inventory, and now we are holding 10 stacks of endstone in here. It's going to make not having all of these chests a lot easier. Now, there are things in here like these storage upgrades. This says increases the storage to 4 times its base value, 8 times, 16 times, and 32. So 32 times 32 is the total amount of items that we could place in this storage drawer. And if we shift right click on it, we can put up to 7 upgrades in this, increasing the amount of items that this will hold just a lot. And then we also have these void upgrades, which come in handy when... Oh, now that's a storage upgrade. Void upgrade. Here we go. This will void excess items, and that basically comes into play when we start automating our items coming into storage drawers. Now, these 2x2 frame drawers are for more or less items that we have a lot of, but we don't want to keep a lot of. So I'm talking about things like saplings, leaves, what else? Maybe these mineral chunks. We don't want to keep 2,000 of those. This will be enough. So we are just going to put those in a 2x2 frame drawer. And let's get the wild ornate blocks out. We'll throw this guy in, and we'll throw this on the trim. We'll take some of these out and turn them into the dent block. There we go. Bam! 2x2 frame drawer. These look also amazing. The trim is a little bit different. And as I said, we could put in, let's just grab some saplings and some leaves. So we'll put saplings in here, place all of those in there, all of our leaves in there, and eventually we'll have some kind of, excuse me, we'll have some kind of void upgrade in here so that we only keep 512 of each item. So this whole drawer will hold 2,048 items, but it'll hold 512 of this item, 512 of this. You guys get the picture. Now, the last thing I would like to craft in this mod pack is right here. It's called a compacting drawer. This is made with some trim, some stone, and some pistons. So let me craft up a couple of pistons, and I will show you guys what these are about. So we have this chest full of different items such as iron and tin and lead and coal. These are all of our richities here except for this redstone resonating crystal. But the way I want to store these items is in a compacting drawer, and this does exactly what it says. It compacts the items. So if we actually shifted in all of our iron in here, you guys will see that we have 378 ingots. I hit the wrong button. 42 blocks of iron and 3,402 nuggets. And the neat thing is, provided you put in any number of these items, you can pull them out into block form. We can place them in block form. We can pull them out in nugget form. We can pull them out in stacks if we wanted to. It's a really nice thing. And once we get into automated storage and we get into applied energistics 2, this is really going to help us out. So when we get into certain crafts, we don't have to craft up things like these gold nuggets or iron nuggets. We won't have to craft diamond blocks. We'll have it all in these compacting drawers. The next thing that we want is a drawer key. So by right clicking these drawers, this little lock comes on it. And now if we were to pull out all of the items out of here, so you can see we have 0 items. If we shift over here, we have all of the iron on us. This is still set up to receive iron. And that is very important that we do that. Otherwise, drawers like this that aren't locked, if we have an automated system, it will just try to put any item that it wants to in here. Now the unfortunate thing is, oh, actually we can put items in here, but to pull out the very last item that's in here, we have to unlock it and then relock it. So this key is a very important thing that we are going to carry on our person from this point out. And what I'm going to do is get a bunch more of these frame drawers, a bunch more of these, and some more compacting drawers, and basically fill this wall in and try to get our storage situated. Now, one thing I forgot to mention in the last couple of clips was this mana tablet here. So we crafted this up. It's just 8 living rock around a mana diamond or a mana pearl, and when moving a mana pool, if you break it with your pickaxe, you will lose all of the mana. So you throw this guy into the mana pool, and then you shift right click with your Wand of the Forest, and all of your mana will go into the tablet, and then you can move it nice and easy. We also crafted up this Band of Mana, which is a mana tablet with 4 mana steel, and this is a mana tablet that we don't need in our inventory. We can put it in our bauble slot for things like Rod of the Skies. So I did craft up this Rune of the Air, which is just string, some more string, a feather, mana steel, and mana powder. And this thing allows us to pretty much, with mana, get boosted up pretty high and not take fall damage. So that is a nice thing that we crafted up. I've got a couple other rods over here that I want to make. But when looking in our advancement page, the next thing that we need to do is this Terrestrial Agglomeration plate, which we kind of looked at in the last episode. And then this Fire Rune. It says, remember that Ender Dragon? We might need to pay her a visit because of the lack of nether materials. Creating a Fire Rune is way harder than it was before, but fortunately, a bottle of Dragon's Breath can help. But slaying the dragon ain't an easy task. So if we look at the Terrestrial Agglomeration plate, I don't know how to spell it. We need the Rune of Fire, Rune of Air, which we have crafted up, the Rune of Earth, which we've crafted up, a Rune of Mana, and a Rune of Water. So Rune of Mana, pretty simple to do. Rune of Water, again, pretty simple to do. We have all of these things and we can craft a fishing rod, but the Rune of Fire is typically made with nether wart and nether brick. We are going to have to use this recipe right here with some Dragon's Breath and some firewood to craft that up so we can make this Terrestrial Agglomeration plate. So with all of that being said, I know there's a... where is it? There's something right here that talks about getting some Grains of Infinity and then killing the Ender Dragon. But I think since we're going to go over there and get Dragon's Breath, we're going to go ahead and slay the Ender Dragon. We need some more obsidian for our houses over there. We need some more obsidian for the void upgrade. So I think we're going to go over and take this dragon out. I have everything that I need on me. And the best way to get back to the main island is through the end gate. We originally spawned on this little platform here. And then this was kind of the first little where we set up shop. Of course, I have to throw an ender pearl. And this is where we did some digging and stuff. So I'm going to go over to the main island and kill the dragon. We're not going to do it on camera. We do have our sword. We have a little bit of armor here. We do have this shuriken that we just made. It's not too bad. Really, this is just going to be for killing the end crystals. And we're going to get some Dragon's Breath. I got some bottles in here. And yeah, mine some obsidian, which will be a lot easier with the Ender Dragon out of the way. So this thing should help us severely. I love it. Yep, let me go kill the Ender Dragon and I will be back. Alright, I wasn't going to show any of the battle with this guy here, but there's that. And that is a different kind of... I think this is like a Botania city. I don't know. We're definitely going to have to kill the dragon and then check that out. With the dragon dead, we can kind of check out what this is. It looks like it's just some Botania stuff. Ooh. I'm glad we don't take fall damage from that. So we got some living rock, we've got some living wood. I will go ahead and take this stuff. And I don't have my axe on me, so we will... Oh, there's a chest right there. Mana Steel boots, Vivid Pasture Seed we'll take. The rest of the stuff we don't need. And... let's see... That's just mana in the center there, which is probably going to float us up here. Oh, so we got a couple of brewing stands. And once again, we got some stuff here that we already have. But the thing that we came for the most, the dragon egg and killing the dragon, we did do. So now it is time for us to go mine some obsidian. Alright, so I also wanted to place this waystone down, so we came back over here. So we can get back and forth to this end gate pretty easy. And we can get home nice and easy like that. We did get ourselves 26 Dragon's Breath. We got ourselves over a stack of obsidian. We did get this epic shader grab bag. I really don't know what this is. Shader Terra. Okay, I guess we can change things. We got this Infinity Booster card, which goes to Applied Energistics, AE2. We'll worry about that later. Now, while getting the Dragon's Breath, we got these air end bottles, and these can be used to make some different things out of Botania. Nothing that looks too... Ooh, this Flugel Tiara. So we will need a couple of these air bottles, and the cool thing about those is you just click anywhere in the end, pretty much, and there we got another one. So now that we have the Dragon's Breath, our next task is going to be to craft up the Rune of Mana, the Rune of Water, and then, of course, this Rune of Fire. And you guys have seen me craft the runes, so I'm going to get these guys crafted. We are going to have to get some gunpowder, which I think, yeah, we can get it from flint. Easy enough. We're going to craft up all of these guys, and then we're going to get that Terrestrial Agglomeration plate crafted up as well. I also forgot to show you guys the storage room. Yeah, so this is what we've got going on so far. We've put in all of our valuables in here. We've got some bigger items here. We did upgrade some of these. Like this guy has an emerald upgrade in it, and once you put those in, you cannot take them out. Now, some of these other ones we have diamond, which we can take out, and that's just because we do have quite a few, you know, wormwood logs and things like that. We've got our other basics over here. We have some of our Botania stuff up here, and then all of my petals in here, and eventually this whole room is going to pretty much look like this, and I think we're going to put a controller here that can kind of see all of this stuff. But that is, you know, something for a later date. We can't craft up the drawer controller, unfortunately, because we are currently not able to get to the nether and get the nether quartz that we need. So there is my fire runes. Yeah! Quest complete. Now it's time to craft up the next rune, which would be the Rune of Mana. And then we're going to craft up the Rune of Water and make this Terrestrial Agglomeration plate. Alright, so with all of these runes, 3 blocks of lapis and 1 block of mana steel, we can now craft the Terrestrial Agglomeration plate. So to set this thing up, we could look in the Lexica Botania book, but I already know how to set it up. And basically what we're going to need is my shulker box. There it is. I'm going to take our trowel because I don't want to lose this vivid grass here. So we're going to dig all this up. We are going to set up living rock like so. We're going to set 4 lapis blocks like that. And then the Terrestrial Agglomeration plate now goes on top of it. So basically what this does is it is needed to make Terra Steel. So if we actually look up Terra Steel, which is right here, we need a mana diamond, a mana steel ingot, and then a mana pearl on top of this setup here. And that'll make us a Terra Steel so that we can get the Alfheim portal, which, let's see, we have to craft these nature pylons, and then right here it says, originally traveling to the nether would require building a portal in the overworld, but after exchanging some information with the elves, you found that building a glitch portal in the end might just lead you to the nether. But the nether is still a dimension of nothingness. You need to figure out a way to regenerate the nether, obtain a tome of the Underrealm. So basically, this tome of the Underrealm, we have to throw through this Alfheim portal, Elven Gateway, and that is what we're going to build probably in the next episode, because I am going to need to get quite a bit of mana. And right now we are sitting with very, very little in each one of these pools. About a quarter of a mana pool. So we're going to also need to make something called a spark, which are these guys right here. And luckily these can be made with 2 firewood, 2 mystical petals, and a gold ingot, since we don't know what blaze powder is right now. I need to make 2 of these sparks, place 1 over a mana pool and 1 over here, and then throw the 3 items on it to make Terrestrial. So let's go ahead and bookmark the spark, and then we will get the Terrestrial bookmark as well. And if we look at this guy, it shows us right here that we need a half a mana pool's worth of mana to get these guys, or to get that piece of Terrestrial. And then nature, these Natura pylons, we're going to need 3 Terrestrial nuggets. We need 2 of these, so that's 6 of our nuggets. And then the Elven, let's just look up Gateway Portal. This guy right here, the Gateway Core, is going to require the other 3, so that is why we need the 1 Terrestrial ingot. And then we can make a portal to the Alfheim, and basically it's like a nether portal, but you can't go through it, but you can throw stuff through it. If we look up Elementium ingots, right here, if we throw 2 mana steel through the portal, we'll get 1 Elementium ingot, and we can make some better armor and stuff like that. But that is, we're going to have to wait for these mana pools to build up and do some AFKing. I may go ahead and throw some coal in there and see how our charcoal's going. We've actually already had 1 batch smelt through, and we're almost done here. It looks like our tank is about done as well. So I think we're going to need to set up some automation for this guy here. Get the charcoal and throw it in here. Get some mana, all that stuff. But all in all, we did do a couple of advancements, and we're getting there. We're going to go through the Alfheim stuff, then we're going to start building some simple machines. We're going to get into deep mob learning, and eventually the nether. But I think this episode has gone on long enough. These episodes are really long, and I do apologize about that. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Levitated. As always, leave a like on the video if you did. Smash that notification bell so you know when videos like this are uploaded. Check the description down below for all of the different ways to follow me, and I will see you on the next one.